So yeah, everybody looked great except Sanya. I mean, Sanya still looks gorgeous, but that dress is just throw it away. Like, please don't resell it. Don't give it back to the stylist, wherever you got. I don't know what. Don't put it back in your closet. Burn it. Burn it, burn it, burn it. Y'all know how women keep their, like, you know, wedding dresses from yesteryear, okay, from 20 years ago. No, don't keep it in your closet for 20 years like no wedding dress. You need to burn it. Throw it in the trash, feed it to the raccoons. It's terrible. And when I actually was dogging out the outfit, one of the commenters went under one of my videos and was like, oh my God, you're so biased. You hate Sanya so much. And I was like, I hate Sanya so much. Now, I will admit, in the beginning, I was kind of hating on Sanya a little bit. Not hating, but I was like, I was going in hard because I just kind of feel like I'm sick of Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are so notorious for bringing on these one-season wonders. And it be irritating out of me. Okay, Claudia, Shamari, what's her face? Kim Fields, Deshaun Snow. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Right? But I just kind of feel like I'm sick of these one-season wonders. So I was giving Sanya Richards Ross a hard time, especially after she flip-flopped on Drew Sidora. You ended up being Drew Sidora's friend. You were Drew Sidora's friend, or you guys were friendly, okay, per your interview on the Speak On It. And, you know, you caught her up when you got sideswiped on 285, and Drew Sidora was the only person to pick your ass up and then pick your son up, and then y'all went to lunch, and then she gave you lunch, and then she did this, that, and the third. What I will say about Drew Sidora, okay, and this has nothing to do with the reunion trailer. I'm just talking from a stream of consciousness. Drew Sidora is a really great friend. And I don't know if she does it for the camera, but in my head, I think it's genuine. Like, she's the sort of friend, like, when you are on the side of the highway because your SUV just got fucked up, you call Drew Sidora, right? If you want somebody to help you plan a birthday party, or if you know, if you're thinking or wondering if you have a friend that is liable to throw you a surprise birthday party, Drew Sidora is that friend. I mean, she was beefing with Holt ass Sheree, and she was summoned by Kenya Moore Hair Care to drop off the box cake mix and the eggs and stuff like that. The ones in the pink cartons. Okay. Not wrong with the pink carton eggs, Not everybody has $7 to get the, what's them eggs? The pasture raised eggs or something. We don't have $7, $8 for that. Anyways. So, yeah, Drew Sidora is a really great friend. So, anyways, yeah, that's the only time that I was really going in. And then when Sanya really started to go back and forth with Kenya Moore Hair Care, that's when I was like, okay, the old Kenya is back, and I'm going to have to be on Team Sanya, because I do feel like Kenya is picking on Sanya a little bit too much for me. And I do feel like there's a hate train on Sanya, on the internet. But that has nothing to do with her outfit, okay? My opinion on Sanya's outfit is strictly just about her outfit. The outfit is trash. Throw it away. And I can't stand too many. I don't know how many of these pink outfits, these all pink outfits, that I can just keep looking at. Okay. Nicki Minaj did it first, looking like JoJo Siwa with the tennis skirt. Okay. With the pearls on there, the bedazzled top. Okay. She had the bow, the really, really frilly hair. Like, girl. Like, I'm sick of these ugly pink outfits. Anyways. So let's get into the meat of the trailer. Andy Cohen basically said that Martel is a 10 out of 10. He must recommend. And I'm like, of course, Andy Cohen thinks that Martel is a 10 out of 10. Now, Stevie Wonder could see that Martel is a 10 out of 10. That man is fine. I saw somewhere that gay men need to be criticized for objectifying straight men the same way that straight men are objectified or criticized for objectifying straight women. And I was like, Shut up. Anyways, no, I'm acting crazy now. So yeah, he basically said Martel is a 10 out of 10. And I'm like, yes, Martel is a 10 out of 10. But of course, Andy Cohen would say that. And y'all, I have firsthand knowledge that Andy Cohen is obsessed. Okay, when I say obsessed, he loves big, muscular black men. His type is a gym rat. Okay, he wants a gym rat, a black man with muscles, right? There was this one guy. There was a story a couple of years ago about Andy Cohen hitting on this black man, and I had the opportunity to get in contact with the man. And I think like a year or two later, we actually had like lunch. And I think he kind of liked me, and I was just like, thanks, but no thanks. Okay. But Andy Cohen definitely, he says that Andy Cohen was hitting on him, and Andy Cohen was like all up on him, right? Then just earlier this year, I started dating. I went on a couple of dates with this one guy. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous guy. Really, really muscular, like beautiful. And he told me that Andy Cohen was in his DMs, and I was like, ugh, of course, Andy Cohen. Of course, Andy Cohen was in your DMs. Andy Cohen. Okay. And when he told me that, I started looking at Andy Cohen differently. I was like Andy Cohen really is like me and Andy Cohen are really out here competing for the same niggas. And then I saw a couple of months later that he was on the Watch What Happens Live with Candy Burris Tucker. And Candy Burris was like, oh, you want me to hook you up with, what's his name? Philip from Candy and the Gang. And Andy was like, duh. Andy loves him a fine, muscular black man, okay? And it's not just, listen. So Martel, that's definitely on par with Andy Cohen's type, okay? So if you have a fine black man in your life, listen, hide him. Andy Cohen is out here. He's on the prowl and he's taking our men. No, let me stop. Okay, so he said Martell is a 10 out of 10. Martell also called Sheree at the end of the trailer, and then Kenya grabs the phone and she's like, oh, call her back, Martell. And I just thought the whole thing was cringy because we do know that Kandi came out and basically said that Martell was using the stripper girl, for clout and, stuff like that, where he was going to call TMZ and the paparazzi to take pictures and they were going to sell them to the tabloids or whatever, even though no media company is really paying for photos like that. Media companies really aren't paying for stories like that, and media companies are not really paying for interviews unless you're somebody like a Britney Spears or a Meghan Markle or somebody like that. Unless you're like a mega superstar with a bombshell story of the year, nobody is paying for no damn pictures and no damn story. Okay. Right? Portia and the rest of the Housewives girls be selling all their pictures to People, a first exclusive look to People magazine. Child, they be getting like $5,000 for that. Anyways. So Martell getting a photo from Blaze. If Portia is getting a $5,000 check to show her baby first to People magazine, then TMZ might be paying Martell $500, if that. Anyways, I'm looking at my notes. So yeah, Martell calls Sheree and I'm like, this is cringy. Okay, we know that it's fake. We know it's a mutual agreement. We know it's a PR stunt, but Andy Cohen is going with it. Child, giving Love and Marriage all the clout that it needs. And we're all just gonna go. So we all just gonna go with it like this ain't a whole stunt. Okay. Sheree says that Kandi is using her for clickbait for her speak on it and whatnot. And yeah, I thought that was interesting. Kandi clapped back and said, girl, you think I need you for clickbait? And she might be referring to that one time where Sheree was basically like, or Kandi was on her speak on it, and she was basically saying like, how does Sheree afford her lifestyle? Because we see the lifestyle, but we don't see the job. We see the $3,000 rug, but we don't see you working. We see the $7,000 Louis Vuitton sweater, and we see you spending money on joggers, but we don't see you selling anything. I think that's a legit question. Like, I feel like at this point, Marlo, she does Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's been doing it more consistently than Sheree. Okay. Marlo has more skin in the game than Sheree, if you really think about it. Marlo has like archive, like I feel like at this point, we know more about Marlo's career than we do about Sheree. What does Sheree do? Confused. Anyways. So yeah, that was that. Sheree was like, Kandi, you be using me for clickbait. Kandi's like, girl, I don't need you for shit. Okay, period. I keep burping. It's the Sprite, y'all. Sheree says that her butt is real. Her butt looks amazing. And then we do get this like really weird line where Drew Sidora says that people be cash apping me because they want to see Sheree's sex tape or some shit like that. And I'm like, what? Did I hear that right? I'm a little bit confused. Would I like to see Sheree's sex tape? Hell yeah. Do I think she might have a sex tape? Probably. I mean, Portia allegedly had one. The Hollywood PR person, I don't know his name. I don't know who he was, but he sat up there on Tasha K talking about, so we found Portia Williams and Cordell's sex tape in the damn abandoned storage unit where Portia was doing her thing. Yeah, hey, if Phaedra is the head doctor. Then Portia definitely is the nurse. And the man basically said that if the sex tape would have been released, it probably would have dispelled the rumors that Cordell was gay. That's how much he was enjoying the sex from Portia. However, though, y'all need to understand that a man can like other men and still enjoy sex from women. A man can like other men and still like other women. It's called being pan. It's called being bi. It's called close your eyes and imagine that she's a. But I'm just saying, it's kind of like the same concept. Like you can get head from one, but you can imagine that it's a man. Have y'all ever had sex with somebody and imagine that you were having sex with somebody else in your head? Yikes. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, a man can have sex with women and also like men. Like he can like both. He can like women more than men. Maybe he likes men more than women. Like people are sexually fluid, people. That's all I'm trying to say. Moving right along. Who in the hell is LaToya Hutchinson? Okay, Kenya had this line where she basically said, girl, Marlo Hampton, your whole life is fake. Even your name, your real name is LaToya Hutchinson. And I was like, what? Who is that? I was really confused. I'm like, LaToya who? So I did a quick Google search, Lipstick Alley. This thread came up. Allegedly, hold on, let me read this. It's at RHOA season 14T. We will be getting introduced to Marlo's real life birth mom, Emma, this season. So I guess we're going to see her in the season finale if they did not cut it out. Did y'all know Marlo's real name is LaToya Hutchinson? Marlo, who is LaToya? And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, remember when what's her face? Shamari, who I think deserved the second season. Remember when Shamari came up on the scene and she was like, I was an A-list when you were an alias? I had no clue what that meant. I was like, what? That girl said I was an A-list when you were an alias. Now let me ask y'all this. Was Shamari ever an A-list person? Like, when I think of A-list, I'm thinking like Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Meryl Streep, Julia Roberts, Sandra Bullock, okay, Will Smith, Chris Rock, Jada Pinkett, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Diana Ross, Tana Tana. Those are like A-listers, right? I think reality stars, they're more like C-listers. Black with a Q is definitely giving like C on the cusp of a B. But listen, Ronnie DeVoe, I would say, y'all gonna be mad at me. B-lister. I don't know. Anyways, wow, I was A-list when you was an alias. Okay, anyways. LaToya Hutchinson, that's really interesting. Marlo's also crying about being called a whore and a prostitute. Okay, what else is new? We also get this break-in footage, which I thought was interesting. Kandi yells at Marlo because we know Kandi got her show on the WeTV, and Marlo sabotaged it because she really wanted to be a friend of. She really wanted to be a housewife. Apparently, Marlo turned down the opportunity to be a housewife, and then she realized, oh my God, like I fucked up the bag. Like this is a huge opportunity. Like the show really became, Housewives really became like huge. And I think Lisa, if I'm not mistaken, I don't think Lisa Wu got fired. I think Lisa Wu quit because I think in their heads, people started to think, okay, this is cute and it's trendy but it's not going to last forever. So I might as well quit while I'm ahead. Or, you know, like people didn't really want to be on the bandwagon like that because they thought it was kind of like the LaToya, Latavia, and Farrah Franklin effect. Like you think you're doing something, okay? The Fifth Harmony effect. You think you want to go out and leave the group. And then that group actually blows up after you leave. Anyways. So I think Marlo Hampton felt like, you know, like I'm real out here in these streets. I'm dating a whole billionaire. I got my house paid for. Hee hee ha ha ha. Housewives, this reality TV show bullshit is below me. And then it kind of like became above her. Okay. So I guess, she was a friend for all those years because it's like, okay, now I really understand the gravity and the what this platform really means to pop culture. And I really want to be a part of it. So yeah, they relitigate that whole situation with Kandi helping her out with the TV show. And then at the very end, last but not least, we get this whole situation where Drew is swinging her hair. Drew is swinging her hair at Sanya. Okay, she going like this. She going like this in Sanya's face. And Sanya's like, girl, swing that hair at me one more time. Now, Drew, if Sanya end up beating your ass and slapping your ass, I'm not going to totally be upset at that. I don't condone violence, but you're technically assaulting her first by swinging your hair. Hopefully it's go naked. I'm glad it's the ends and not the ooey gooey sticky stuff by the lace, the Gorilla Glue. Yeah, technically you're assaulting her first, so it would make sense for Sanya to go on that ass. Okay, I mean, I'm just. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.